What am I missing? I know I'm missing stuff. What's up? We got an Equinox. We're going to be doing all the sides and the rear in carbon. We're going to be putting 15 on the front. And then really we're going to try a bunch of samples and see what comes closest. We might put a 50%. We might do a 40%. We might do a 35%. But we're going to get close. And it's going to look good. I think I forgot to put it on. No, I'm good. I'm all set. What's up? Guys having a busy winter? What would the irony? Oh my God. I've been so busy. It's been crazy lately. Use the tint buster on this one. I want to see how much it'll last on the car. It'll last through the doors. All right, I'll check it out. I have the habit of like putting everything everywhere, so let me make sure that it's still charged. That's the only thing. Then I can fill it up and use it. I'm also trying to try out the slip solution in different ratios in the keg. So there's going to be definitely some keg. Supreme, what's up? I'm in California, it's raining. I'm in Michigan, and it's snowing. It's been cold, buddy. Yeah, our winter finally hit, like, in February. We had, like, a warm January. We had like 50-degree days. We actually had a couple of warm days not too long ago. And then everything iced over. So many people lost power. Thankfully, all this was fine. And they're still like trying to get power up. And then everything looked normal outside. And then it snowed. Tell me on Instagram how to follow you. I don't do Instagram, actually. I have, like, tint stuff on Instagram and the Detroit Tint Studio one. I just don't ever post there. Instagram is, like, I'm all Facebook group, so let me bring that up. That's the best way. Facebook group and TikTok. Other than that, here on the channel, I've been going harder on short form stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So we're doing I'll show you guys. There's the Facebook group. Let me pull this up. I gotta get rid of like scaling so you can see this better, but you know, it's also made for a phone. But yeah, this is the Facebook group. Window tinter wrapper. I think this is wrong. I think this needs to be flipped. I am definitely more Ryan Gosling than Stephen Carell. LOL. I've been wanting to get into tinting. Do y'all think this would be worth getting started? I love Tint Depot. I think this is okay. They should swap out this with an actual bulldozer. They should swap out this with an actual stroke doctor. And the squeegee blade is, I don't know the squeegee blade, but everything else is pretty much okay. I'm waiting on clay bars. But I really like my starter pack. Also, Sun Distributing has a really good starter pack. Oh, yeah. It's there. It's here. God, they need to up their pictures. Here. I'm going to post this one in here. This is going to be Detroit Tint Studio. What? No, me. Let's switch this up to me. So I gotta find that post again. Ugh. Where did the post go now? See, I hate that. Why was it even Detroit Tint Studio? I gotta go find that post. You're a fanat. I'm 27 years experience, but you're the best on talk, experience, tips, everything. Thank you. It's my job now. I saw you scroll past it already. Good. Okay. That means I'm gonna buy for the first time. No. He had. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. All right. There we go. Yeah. Come on. Let me type here. Yeah, that is a pretty decent kit. I'd swap a few things like the bulldozer and what was the other thing that I said? A couple others. Sun Distributing also has a great starter kit with Pro Tools. I'm gonna lick that one. Oh yeah, like Stroke Doctor and Squeegee Blade. How long do you think the 2% will last on vehicles? Oh, it should be no problem. Like lifetime, it'll hold its own up there with any other film. Yep. It's like, it's an exclusive 2% to Tint Depot. Tint Depot might come off as well, it does. It comes off as like a Home Depot type brand. They're actually really legitimate films. They're part of a bigger distributor. Tint Depot is their way of selling retail, though. So it's like backwards branding. It's like taking good film and then putting a Home Depot sticker on it. It's kind of annoying. They're also coming out with their high-tech brand here, too. So that's like their way of fighting back. But yeah, that's been frustrating for me for the longest time. Because I really like Tint Depot. They're great for like getting started and they have all the tool selections. For the film, it just gets a little confusing. Seen this the other day. Downing DigiCut, manual potter has to be off. There are fine-tuned settings you can adjust these potters. 95% of the time, they're perfect for me. You know, I think this is the case. I've seen patterns that are off. I think there's a way to adjust. I know there's a way to adjust your plotter. I think people need to dive into that more. Because I've been noticing that too. I think if, for example, if you were to cut out like a 3 foot by 3 foot square, it might not measure exactly 3 foot by 3 foot on your plotter. And there should be like a way of calibrating and making sure it's completely accurate before you start cutting patterns. I should take the time to talk to them. Hi from Greece. What's up? I just became a high-tech dealer a few months ago. I really like it. Good pricing too. Yeah, they're hitting back hard, man. It's gonna be cool to see. How do I search? Let me search high-tech in here. I want to bring up one of their videos. Please don't play the sound. No, I don't need the sound. Whoa, I haven't seen this one. All right, I'll look at that one later. I'm looking for another video. What is this, 10 minute? I'll look at that one later too. Good God. I want to see them drive the Lambo into their studio. Oh, yeah. One high-tech Lambo. That's fun. This place makes my studio look like garbage. Look. Oh, what did I do? No. Let me go back. Look at this. Their floors, their walls, their sign. Oh, my God. I'm so jealous right now. You have no idea. I could do that in this place if I want to spend another, like, I don't know, maybe like $6 to $8 grand on more flooring. I love how they have like everything themed. Look at that. They fucking saw my computer set up and they're like, bitch, hold my beer. They got 4 monitors over there. Why do you need 4 monitors? I don't know. It looks awesome. So this is where they're doing training classes and stuff. It's cool. I'm so happy to see other companies finally like catch on and start doing like their own stuff like this. It's cool. They're like focusing hard on the Lambo. Man, I just want to see the studio. Look at that. That's fucking cool. Nick says the flooring is a game changer for PPF. Yeah, I'd imagine it's nice because all that water, instead of walking in little puddles, it just drips underneath you. So I think for PPF, if you're not lifting your cars, it's a big help for that. Window tinting, it's not as important, but it is nice to have to walk over it. As long as your shop dries out, you know, if I was washing cars, I would have a problem with this floor, but doing like some PPF and whatnot, it'd be really, really good for it. Yeah, that's cool. Any Geo slip left? What's the secret mix today? Yeah, it's we're using 6 ounces of it right now, though. I need them to tweak a couple things. I've been able to understand why that is the case, though. So, Geo adhesives are going to be a little different on like quite a few of their films. Yeah, I'm using 6 ounces on a 3-gallon keg, so there's probably like 2.5 to like 2 3/4 gallons of water in there. Yep. So that is it needs to be tweaked. So here's I can explain. I've primarily been installing Pro Nano. Pro Nano is their Pro Nano is their most aggressive adhesive. So when you're using Pro Classic, it's got a similar adhesive, but I guess it's just not as strong. I don't know why Pro Nano is the most aggressive adhesive, but it is. So I could use it on Pro Classic, I could use it on CTO, I could use it on their other lineups, and it's probably going to be fine. Pro Nano is just like, it just needs a little bit more. So, but it also has to do with the glass. Whenever you spray water on there and you see it bead up, that is, with this slip, that isn't great because it's going to cause the film to just stick. I mean, it happens in most cases, but still, like, you can tell if you don't have like an even coating on it, it's going to grab. So I need them to like bump it up a little bit. 6 ounces is way too much of anything to throw in there too. So it should be a little more concentrated than that. But when we were doing all our tests and stuff earlier, I only had to put in like half a bottle, like maybe like three ounces for like Pro Classic and stuff. But it's colder here now. We need to do more testing on it. There's going to be some tweaks. At least I'm going to demand there's more tweaks because I want it to be as good as it can for me. So if y'all like where it's at now, sorry, I'm gonna make him change it. But it should be, if you make it stronger, the theory is if you just use less, then it's gonna do the same thing as having like where it is at now. That's the goal. If they could make it 1 ounce per gallon, that would be nice. Yeah, and that's what like the mixing ratios are supposed to be right now. But I think that's on the tacky side. It's a little miscommunication, really. Okay, we're gonna get started on this dealie here in just a second. So let me get this camera all set up. Yeah, exactly. It's right on the cusp. I agree. Yep, needs a little more oomph. I was incredibly impressed with it the first time I used it. I'm not just trying to make an excuse for it. I was just like, whatever you guys did here is really freaking good. I still don't understand why you can't just add more baby shampoo, but more baby shampoo does not fix it. Same thing for like all type. More all type does not fix it. With this, it seems like if you add enough, it's fine. But 6 ounces is you're going to be putting like half your bottle in a spray tank. It's too much. Evolution of a tinter. Yeah, because you get comfortable. You start making money, and then you slow down. Especially, I call it owner syndrome. When you become an owner of a shop, you get lazy. Not everybody. But when you have other people tinting for you and stuff, you get lazy. I've definitely, I've been easy on myself with my schedule. Oh, yeah, I need this window here. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so this one. Wow, that's not good. Oh, yeah, it's not plugged in, that's why. But you just go easier on yourself. All right, cool. We got that. Let's put in the mic. Start eating more. That just happens. You got 6 ounces in the keg that's like 2 bottles. Yeah, it's a bottle and a half. So the label on that bottle is wrong. I put it in 2 measuring cups, and it measures at 4 ounces. Kind of funny. Like, why is that the case? I don't know. But this is why I check. I always check everything. Because I want to make sure that I know how much is going into what. Oh, hang on. I swear this is just like a little off. Maybe that helps. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I can't see it because it's on the back of my head. Is my thing on? It is. Why am I not showing video now? Oh, it shut off. That's why. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, when I'm stretching it out, it's just causing it to disconnect. There we go. All right, I'll just leave it here. Nice. They gotta concentrate it more. Even for the carbon, I gotta add more than a 1/4 ounce per 32. That's helpful feedback. Yeah, I don't want everybody, like, especially in the group and stuff, just call it as you see it, because this just needs to work for everybody. I don't want, like, a bunch of Geo fanboys that are just like, hey, it's great. Like, if there's legitimate problems or you want things changed, I appreciate the feedback on it, because I just want it to work. I have no sympathy for it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it needs to be better. So it's good that we're kind of on the same page with that whole ratio thing. Yeah, probably need it a little bit stronger. And that's what I've been telling him for a long time. All right. Should be good. Yeah, it really needs to work. Because this, like, hey, I was happy. I was happy with my slip. It was fine. It was doing the job. I didn't like what I had to tell people, but at least it's fine and consistent. Just a little annoying to explain. But as soon as you tell me, hey, part of your recommendations just isn't recommended for window film, then it's like, oh, okay, well, what should I use? It's like, well, okay, that's not an answer. Did I leave it there? No, I brought the keys in. Keys are probably in it. Okay, they are. Good. Hold the key or button. Wait until it beeps. All right, there we go. Let's tape this up and then we'll get started. What do we gotta do? Okay, so I'm gonna try some of these today. You guys want to hear something terrible? Carpet shield is too expensive now. Like, legitimately too expensive. I went to go buy some. It went from $33 to $50. So that will no longer be a recommendation ever again. It's too much. It's it was already like a little pricey. It's not economically. This stuff doesn't fucking stick, man. Oh, I don't like this one at all. Or if you just want like a matte, it's okay. If you want like a matte flex, then using carpet shield now is, I would say, is considered bougie. Back to soaking panels. You know, getting panels wet is fine. The problem is customers. Okay, and not every panel, right? Like some of them are okay. Just be careful of like sensitive stitching, stuff like that. Wipe. Oh wow, that just ripped really quick. We might have to go to that. Have you tried the dash protectors? Yes, and so I've got two options. Oh, this is my broken knife. We're having a good old time today, aren't we? Yeah, we're having a good old time. Sounds like an opportunity. Oh, I know. I know. I'm doing my best right now. I don't like reusable. I like wasting money. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think you've got two options right now. You either have disposable or you have reusable. Oh my God, this tape does not fucking stick. None of these do. This is the thing. You can take like good fucking tape. Put your weight. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can't even tear it like that. You can take a disposable thing and it'll be fine. You can take a reusable one and it'll be fine. It just comes with some other quirks. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that. I spent a little bit of time with them. I understand how like they set up the whole system and everything. I think it's probably the best stab at making a reusable solution if you don't just pull the door panel back and wrap a towel over it. If you leave door panels how it is, you're kind of stuck in this like limbo, and you have to either choose like a decent reusable solution that's a little hard to manage without a shop, or a disposable solution. And I don't think there's, I just don't think there's a perfect solution. I think that's the biggest bummer. See, that's so much better. Oh my God, this thing has like, no wonder stuff couldn't stick to it. They put some heavy, like, look, even my tape has a hard time sticking to this part. Woo! That is slick. That is actually no joke. I like your new tape. Thanks. I do too. It's nice. I use that part of it way more want royalties. Oh, I gotta scroll this down. It's like way up. Panel guard, seal guard. See, that's what we were already talking about. That's why I'm kind of laughing. It's like, this has already been a discussion this week. And, like, that was the name. If we're going to do anything. So, I don't know. I'm working on it. But putting the cart before the horse a little bit, because those are options that are already, like, obviously in existence. So I haven't really poured through them. So then I just ordered a bunch of them. I was more just kind of in shock that the price of all of them went up. So it's not just like, oh, Carpet Shield is selling a lot, so they increase the price to $50 a roll. If you look for Carpet Protector, it used to be like $25 on Amazon. It's now $40. It's like, oh, like that was supposed to be like the budget option, and even the budget option is now expensive. Just like Lowe's tape getting hiked up to what it is. So we don't need a whole piece of sticky plastic. We've never needed a whole piece of it. It just was convenient and did the job, and it wasn't really that expensive. But now it is. So, yeah, that was kind of the idea today while I'm doing this, is like diving into some of the other options, because I finally got them all delivered. It's amazing how much a panel can repel a sticky. But I know you guys have been seeing me do this kind of stuff for a while now. I just always want to make it clear, if you're tinting in a garage and people aren't looking over your shoulder, this type of cover is on the overkill side, for sure. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. This is like, this is actually part of the car. Is just, whew. Let's put another one on it. So for the longest time, all I did was wipe down panels, because there really aren't any good mobile solutions. You know, I didn't really run into much soft touch paneling or anything like that. Or like stitch paneling that was really a concern. But I would wipe it down frequently when I did. Most stuff was just kind of like in between as far as like difficulty and whatnot. I get a lot of the big three around here. A lot of GM, a lot of Ford. So with doing everything, I would just wipe down panels. But, I mean, TikTok is my best example of it now. If you're not covering panels and you're making videos, dude, it's just, it's nonstop comments about water on their door panels, and it looks incredibly unprofessional to the average person. So I saw that a lot on my older videos, which is why we kind of gotten into the habit of like going so beyond. Yeah, see this side too, same part. This rubber strip right here. It's a little rough. It's also cold. There we go. We'll try it on more cars, though. No, this one. So, it's been fun diving into all of this. Sometimes I go back to my older video, and I remember seeing Carpet Shield was like, hey, this is just a temporary solution, and here we are 2 years later using it. Hello, Tint Studio, how can I help you? Unfortunately, I'm all booked up today. The earliest I could get you in would be Tuesday. Mm-hmm. All right, have a good one. Damn, he sounded tired. What time is it? 1:22? Yep, it's that late morning wake up. I need my car tinted. I can't believe people are being so anal about protecting the door card. What are they expecting when they open the door and it's raining? It's just how people are. You can't, and the thing is, it's just people are people. You can either roll your eyes at it, or you can kind of like embrace it and do things that just, you know, that's just what it is. People don't understand what you do near as much as what you do. So it's just, I don't know. At this point, when I see people tinting and water just like running down all the interior, I start to cringe now just because I'm so used to seeing it covered up at this point. Another interesting thing too is people only see in one dimension for window tinting. So if you're showing a video and you see some water speckle spray on the outside of the window, and then you're on the inside tinting it, people think that it's all like together. They're like, man, that is some dirty tint. It's like, wait, what? What are you even, oh, that? No, that's spray on the outside. It's all one dimension. I mean, even with the panels covered, squeegeeing out the window, you still get comments. Where's the water going? So just all around, you're always going to get comments about it. But at least having some sort of like control over what you can, I think, is important because somebody else inevitably will. And in the day and age of videoing everything, that's just how it is. Silk rope for the side doors. Keyboard warriors. No, I know, but those are videos for those people, along with, like, you know, I can't tell you how many tint videos I make. I just did one about, I just did a video with shrinking on the sides. And it's like, one of the comments is like, oh, then you must have never heard about this film where you can shrink on the sides. And it's like, the video isn't for you. It's like, explain a point. That majority of people deal with. That's the point of the video. KDX is coming out with that film. Yeah, that was the comment. Like, it was by KDX, and I actually hit them up because I want to see what it is. I feel like I would make an interesting video, but I haven't looked at the film yet at this point. I like the idea because it would make it really user-friendly to teach people how to shrink. Well, I mean, okay. It would be really user-friendly. More people could shrink. It's like wrap/tint film. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I appreciate the heads up about it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm gonna talk to them next week. That's where you run into the grass is always greener, right? Hit up Jody. Yeah, that's who actually I'm talking to. So I'll hear more about it. It's got multiple layers. Goes across both ways. Film is thicker. Okay. You're like spoiling the mystery of it. I'm honoring Blue Waffle Club. I remember hearing about Scooter Gang, but I don't know about Blue Waffle Club. I'll mention Blue Waffles. Do you own your own, or are you renting? Oh, definitely renting. There's way more units in this place. All right, so we got to match something up to the 15. So we're going to check out. Let me do the front doors first. Should I do it that way? How should we do this? Let me put a little sample here. And then we'll see how close we can get. So before I shrink this, let me go find my meter. We're only doing 15 on the front, and then we want a lighter shade over the rear to just get really close. So the rear should meter like right around 20. anyways. But 15 over the front glass is going to be a little darker, so you'll see. You'll see here in a minute. Are you going to the Geo flat glass? Yes. Yes, I actually will be there. They have me working. I thought it was a vacation. Yeah, see, this is metering at 10. 10 with the glass. I know the C2 15 is like a little dark. Yeah. 13. All right, so what are we going to put? Let's see. 35 or 40? I guess let's see what the back is first. Nick got his account hacked and is currently messaging all the high-tech dealers with scams. Damn, that sucks. That happened to my brother. Where's the shop at? We town out of Florida. I'm in Michigan. It's snowing outside. Yeah, 23 on the back. So this is good. What's up with the bud? Hey, bud, pal. I tint the front doors and windscreen, pal. Oh my God, there's another guy I used to work with. He would get like, I never noticed it until he started mentioning it. But it was really funny. It's like some customers, they're just a little bit older, and then they call you like pal or bud or thanks bud, thanks pal. Whenever somebody calls you bud, call them pal. Whenever somebody calls you pal, call them bud. Thanks, pal. All right, this is 35 over the factory. Let's see what this is. So that's 8. That's probably gonna be, it's a youth. It's a youth. Doing a great job, champ. That's just as bad. All right, I'm gonna put the 40 on here, and then we'll go from there. We'll make a decision on which one we want to do. So again, this is like 23, and then we've got 9 with the 40, and then we've got 8 with the... Yep, I'm gonna say there is... I'm being honest, it seems like the 35 is the smarter route to go to. So I'm gonna do the front doors, and then we'll revisit. Either one would be fine though, I'm sure. Good work, pal. Keep it up, Chief. You're doing great, champ. Top chef, this one. It's one thing I can always rely on chat for. If you say something annoys you, they will go harder into it. You don't have a 43.5% tint. Yeah, let me whip that out the back. How many layers of, no, let's just mix and match. Let's just take a bunch of 70s until we get down there. Burner. Burner with the 2. Go get him, Tiger. Is that hard to tint? Thank you. Is that hard to tint a window that doesn't roll down? It's not going to be super clean. You can do it. And it also just depends on the window. You're trying to tuck up into a top gasket. No fog. Yeah, it's $2. Shit, man. Fog went up in price. No, 5 has always been to trigger stuff here, just because people would sit there and throw $1 and nonstop drive me crazy. So it's 5. You can throw 5s at me all day. But thank you for the 2. I didn't know there was... Yeah. Yeah, you guys know. Daniel Reyna, he would come in here and he would throw dollars when we had the balloon. He was like grade A super chat troll with that. And he knows. He knows what he did. Burner with the 10. Nana boo boo. I fogged you. Thanks, man. Yes, you did. All right, let's see how this goes. See this? It's tough to say. So this is also like yesterday's mix, which I'd imagine it'd still be fine, but it's not as fresh as it could be. But whenever I see it not completely laying even and doing this, I feel like it's probably gonna start tacking up early. Almost like this is too thin or something. But we'll see. We'll give it a try. I should just like do these things 100% off stream. Oh dang, there's another one. Alex with a 2. What shades of film to use when first starting off? It's a good question. So if money's a little tight and you're trying to get an inventory together, I suggest your most popular shades, which are going to be 5, 20, and 35. Most people aren't going to do 50 unless they're getting a windshield. Everything else is like extra. It's 90% of what I install is like 20 or 35. Everything else is like, oh, 50 for the windshield or 35 for the windshield, or yeah, I want to do 5% on the rear. You might end up doing more 20% and 5%. That's pretty common. It just depends on the type of people you attract. That's all. So definitely lean in that direction. 20 for sure, and then 5 for sure, 35 also. But if your pricing's a little leaner, it's probably going to be more 5%. If your pricing's a little higher, it's probably more 35%. The nice thing too is with Geo you can get half rolls. I was talking to somebody about that this week. That's what I did for ceramic. Like, getting a whole line of ceramic together, you have like $3-4 grand easy in a bunch of rolls. So just do half rolls. That'll let you get more inventory in a variety of shades, and just keep track. You know, when you sell a couple jobs, that'll immediately pay for a couple more rolls, and then it's really easy to go from there. This panel is going to be kind of funny. Hey, this actually slides really well. Look at that. It's still going. I like that. This is also C2. So C2 always slides a little easier anyways. I'm used to too much, like, I've got 2 years of like heavy soap mix, and when I don't do that I get punished, so I have to like train myself out of that. Also, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show these yet, but these are a thing now. They're not, I don't have them, but like, unless you guys have already seen these or something, these are coming out soon. They made a post? Oh, it's not even a secret. Hey! Super sticker. All right, let me get this. Who was that? Who did that? Top Tint Service. What's up, Cash? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so with these corners, the panel sticks up. This is the reason I really like the shank. This panel comes up a little bit. It's not near as bad as some other cars, but it does come up where the seal sits down maybe like another inch. So the shank's really nice because it gets out of your way like that, and you have all the room to work with to do that. Yep, right here. That's not fun. Tuck that in there. What are people saying? What are we saying about the new triages? Here I am, thinking I'm early to stuff. Other people have the slip solution before I do. Other people have the new triages before I do. I got like early like demos of them, so I am special a little bit. But I probably got these like finished ones after everybody else did. Yeah, so they changed the angle on it. Where can I get your tools? 313tint.com. So they changed the angle. So let's line this up. So this is what a normal tri-edge is, and this is what the new one is. It's slimmer, it's a little bit longer, so it's just made for getting into tighter quarter windows. So like gasket style quarter windows where normally this is a little too bulky and doesn't have enough reach. This is where this is, whatever they call this one is going to be a little bit better for a situation like that. It's new to me too, so I just used it on some Subaru quarter windows yesterday. I don't get very many of them, so it's kind of a nice surprise. And I was able to do those front quarters completely with that. All the edges, it worked. Where the regular tri-edge, I'm reaching for an easy reach instead. So another one of the points that Jay, the creator, he said, he's like, this will also help with tucking your film because it's a little thinner, it bends a little bit more. I personally, I'm gonna like, that's what the shank for me is. This stays out of your way. But Tri-Edge doesn't make the shank, so they make these things. But yeah, I don't know when they're coming out exactly, but they are new. So that's cool. Should we do? Yeah. Yeah, now that it's on the glass, I'm kind of leaning towards 40. Let's roll this down and do one more check. Now that it's all said and done on the window. Let's put that meter. See how this goes. $11. Yeah, we'll stay on the lighter side. We'll do 40. So this is the 35. This is going back. What about 50? 50 is going to be a little light. Especially because it just doesn't have as much color in it. If I didn't have the 40, I would do probably the 35 and stay a little bit on the darker side. 50 might honestly be a little close as far as numbers go. But I think it's going to just not have that same tone to it, which is going to make it feel lighter than an actual number. It's more of a gut thing than anything, but this should be really good. Is there any way you can do a video on acceptable level of contamination and how you deal with it? I can kind of talk you through it. That's always one of those difficult videos to make, maybe like a TikTok style video. Because here's the thing, every tinter will tell you no window is 100% perfect, but nobody will show the flaws. Because once you see them, you don't unsee them. So if you have grouping, if you have something a little bit larger, if you have a small hair, that's all stuff that can potentially get noticed. You should have a really good impression of clean. So that's what I teach all my all the people that come to the classes. It's like, hey, is this acceptable? And it's like, if I'm here and I just kind of give it a quick once over, and it's like, whoa, that it just looks clean, then you're good. However, if your client sees something and they go, hey, what's this over here? You shouldn't say, oh, it's just normal, because now they just think the work is bad. They don't know that. It's their car, it's their opinion, and you should take care of your clients as much as possible. So you can give an explanation as like, hey, there's always going to be something that you find. However, I can I can see that bothers you, and once you see it, you don't unsee it. So then you just do your best to take care of it. And if you do a good job, it's generally just like one window. If you did a really bad job, and that's on the driver's door, they're going to nitpick the entire job. They're going to go across every window because they're already bringing it back, and, oh, I found something here, I found something there. So that's why it should always be really minor, if anything. It should be kind of hard to see. Explain, walk through, and make your customer happy, and all is good. Yep, that's also a good one. Whenever you are delivering a vehicle, always walk out and talk about the car and what to expect. Show water, show basically water pockets and what it looks like when it's drying. So that way you don't just like stand at the counter, they walk out to the car. Oh, they've heard tint and bubbles. So they see tint and bubbles, and then they start to panic. They also don't know silvering on the dots. But yeah, always show that you care. That's why, like, you might have a window within an acceptable range of, you know, what everybody would say contamination, and like you can go out of your way and dig up the IWFA definition of dirt. And like, oh, from 5 feet away at an angle, you can't quantify it. It doesn't work like that. It's my customer is upset or concerned, so let me address the concern and show I'm not just trying to brush them off. Because even if it's only one speck, if they get the impression that you're just trying to brush them off and, oh, I already paid them, they don't care, I'm just not going to come back here, or I just don't feel like I was taken care of. That's a way bigger problem than just taking care of the window. You're not going to get referrals from that person. You're going to get talked bad about, or maybe not bad, but, you know, it's that, well, you know, I had it tinted and then I brought it back for like a couple little things, but overall they did a pretty good job. And then their friends are going to hear that and go, oh, well, maybe I'll look around somewhere else then. Oh, and I think an important part to mention is, like, you know how many people go through self-checkout? Most people don't like interaction with people that they don't know. So the fact that they're even bringing it back, yeah, maybe they're just that person that, like, doesn't care, but more people care than don't care. So the fact that they're even bringing it back to you means, like, you should be extra attentive to it. It's a big deal, even though it might not seem like a big deal. All right. Yep, that's going to be about as close as I can get. Cool. Mazda CX-30. Thank you for the order. Mazda CX-30. Whoa, why is that so zoomed in? This thing right here. I think I gotta go in and fix my alert. That's wild. That looks weird now. I'm gonna put that on pause. Any tips to reduce crease on curved backlash? CX-30, I keep creasing it in the right rear. I've got a lot of videos that talk about shrinking. Pull shrinking is gonna be like your best bet. You wanna just lift the film, just pull it a little bit in the top corner, and then you're gonna warm up that whole corner. What you're trying to do is keep it from bunching up in one spot. So when you pull it flat, you can't really see what you're doing as much, but you pull it flat and then you hit it with some heat and then let go and then see how it now lays on the glass, cart it out a little bit and then do it again and just keep working that corner. You're just causing too much to bunch up in the top corner. It's really common though. I don't know on a Mazda CX-30 specifically. I don't see Mazdas here. Mazda's, there's so many companies that I forget exist. Mazda is one of those. Yeah, that's called pull shrinking. So it's not even like you're pulling hard. It's just you're lifting and flattening the film a little bit. Just trying to distribute that heat as much as possible rather than focusing it on the peaks. You could also split your film a little differently. Instead of just dividing it right in the middle, you could go a little bit higher, and then you don't have to shrink as much out the top, and the bottom of a window is gonna kind of fan out a little bit more, where the top kind of angles together a little bit more. So you don't have to do a 50-50 split. 50-50 is just like a nice guideline. Oh yeah, this stuff. This one seemed interesting. What cars have you found most difficult to tint? Jag, Audi, stuff like that. Stuff that just has tighter tolerances. They just take me longer to do. Or if you get into like classic cars. Well, that worked. I like the customers that have tried to tint themselves. We could throw sand in it and they'd be... I used to get a lot of comments like, hey, you're teaching lots of people how to do it. You're gonna kill all our jobs. And it's like, no, it honestly shows more appreciation for what you do. Yeah, it inspires more people to do it. So it's like there's a little bit of both. But what you see more often than not is the bigger an industry gets, the more manufacturing support there is, the more people that are interested in what you do, because they either didn't know it was a thing or there wasn't anybody in their area, so they just, you know, they didn't get it. But I would have more people coming in saying, hey, I saw your channel. It's cool. I like what you do. I'm not going to do that. Or, hey, I tried it myself, and it's a pain in the ass. Can you do it for me, please? I mean, that's how I am with most skills. I watch somebody do a thing, and there's a lot of things that's like, especially with like building, my mind just doesn't work that way. I can't look at an existing shelf and go, oh yeah, I can just build that. I like have to measure things 30 times over. How did they did the corner? I don't know. That's the main reason I did my own, because nobody in my area did it. Yeah, exactly. And then there's that market, and you are that person. You are then the person to do it in your area. If nobody currently does it, somebody eventually will do it, and then fill the market. Alright, I'm going to close both doors after I do this. And I want to see before I get too much farther. Tinting is not as easy as it seems. Yeah, a lot of things aren't. Can't tell you how many TikTok DIY projects that I've seen and been shown, and it's like, yeah, we should just do shelves in our pantry, and it's like, yeah, I mean, those are all the steps there. I'm just not going to be that good. Even handling film. Like the first time you see film, and then the first time you like spray it and pick it up and try and put it on a door, it's just like, whoa, okay, hang on. What? That's why the classes are really nice. It's like, don't be afraid about throwing out all the film. It's literally film that's here so you can mess up. So then you get more comfortable with like rapid fire mess ups, and then you can adjust really quickly. So it's probably not going to be perfect. The rear glass is going to have a different color than the front glass. So we're going to try and, oh my God, that's so close. Oh yeah. Yep, there's a little more green in the front, a little more neutral in the back. That is like dead on shade. Woo, that's nice. Yeah, they're going to like that. Whoa! I'm getting gassed. Oh no. RGC with the 10. The Tint dude. Thank you so much. I was reading the comment right before it. Thank you so much, RGC. I appreciate it. When I first tinted, my car was the worst thing ever. It was a Dodge Charger. I don't know how you guys manage to often get some of the most annoying cars as your first car. It's like, you all should just, your first car, go buy like an Impala or a Malibu or something. That should be like your first car. as like a just like a nice commuter car, and then practice tinting that. It's a nice all-rounder. There was one guy that I talked to. He had a thing for like 90s cars. So it's like he had like a Thunderbird, and he had like a oh god, like all the annoying 90s cars. And I'm like, how do you have literally like all the hardest tint cars? He's like, I don't know. But if I learn how to do those, then I'll be able to do a whole lot of other stuff. And it's like, yeah. But you really should give yourself, like, learning on an easier car teaches you a lot of principles that you can immediately take to a difficult car. First thing I did was a 93 F-150. Good God. You know, my first solo car was a Taurus. It was like the early 2000s Taurus, that rounded ass body style. And I still don't like those cars. Used to have to, I mean, at the time, I don't think I even knew you could pop out the front speaker. It took like I think it was a 6 mil. I remember it was an odd size. It was either like a 5 mil or a 6 mil. It wasn't a 7. Look at this. We're being fancy. We're going to cut both out at the same time. No, we're not. Just kidding. Oh, it's that top. I gotta shorten this up. That's what's going on. Student from Pakistan. Wow, that's far. What are your thoughts on Lexan? So I haven't tried their ceramic. If you're gonna get anything, get Pure Max and up. Not something I recommend. But at least get that. It's a budget ceramic and a budget carbon. The lesser ones are hazy. I see a lot of people getting kind of burned with that. Where when you're starting, you see it, carbon, cheap price, it's attractive. And then you have a lot of hard time trying to shrink and whatnot. So it's just a hard thing to learn on. If you're gonna save money with like a cheaper dyed film for learning. All right, let's bring this over to the other side. Have you tried out high tech? No, it's gonna be a hard thing for me to try out though. That goes with like the sheer barrage of films that everybody has. I mean, like, it's essentially gonna be rebranded global. Not all of them, but a good part of their line. I don't want to just like make complete assumptions there, but high tech is their professional branding, and I know the distributor that they are, So this is more of an old school, and I guess not completely. So some companies are territorial on their sales. So you can be a distributor for a film. You're not the manufacturer, you're a distributor. But you have a territory, and you're not allowed to sell outside that territory. So let's say you were a Lumar distributor. Lumar used to have private distributors. Now they are all corporate out of their headquarters. They got rid of all their private distributors. So what's going on with some of these companies is they have dropped the ball on branding and marketing, and their distributors are suffering for it really, really bad. So look at it this way. I am a distributor for, let's say, Lumar. And Lumar fell out of style like 5 years ago, and nobody cares about Lumar, and all of a sudden this pretty other brand comes along and they start taking all my market share. I had a business, it was doing great, and now all of a sudden all the tinters are switching over to this other brand. Well, I have no control over the branding. I'm here kicking and screaming early on, saying, hey, we noticed a change happening. And the brand is just like asleep at the wheel, right? They're like, oh, no, sales are still good, blah, 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 blah. We're working on other things. You're fine. Fast forward 5 years, all of a sudden you're losing accounts hand over fist, and then the company is like, oh, shit. I guess we really dropped the ball on marketing. Sorry, we're going to change that now. The film is good. The company is good. Just nobody cares about the film because the game changes over time. So, but all your business is based on a film brand because you're just a distributor for that film brand. So that's what's been happening with more than one company. So especially with high tech, that's their stab at taking their branding into their own hands now. So going back to being territorial though, some companies only allow their brand to be sold in the territory that they're in, nowhere else. So if you're like a southern distributor, you're only allowed to sell to, a radius around you, certain amount of states. So if somebody likes you as a distributor, or your marketing went across to somebody up in Michigan, and I was like, hey, I like the film, I want to order it. They're like, sorry, we can't sell it to you. You have to go contact the northern distributor. And then they miss out on that business. So it's very restrictive. But when they put it under their own brand, they're allowed to sell it anywhere across the country. So it gives them more opportunity too. So there's a lot of big things going on in the background. It really sucks. I wouldn't oof. Have you tried Solar Screen? No, I haven't heard of it. Using the carbon IR from High Tech, it's pretty good. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, and I said this long time ago. I said Tint Depot's biggest problem is Tint Depot. So they need professional branding. And they gave me some pushback early on too. They would try and make excuses and stuff for it. Now fast forward to today. They're like, yeah, it was never meant to be blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, true, but at the same time. So they're definitely shifting gears hard. They've probably been planning this for a long time, though. But the reason, like, companies like XPEL took up so much market share so quickly is they had really good branding. They had presence in a high-end market through paint protection film and software. Then they just adopted window film, and they basically told everybody, hey, you like this film? Oh, yeah, it's great film. Well, we've got better branding. Oh, yeah, you definitely do. Okay, I'll switch over. Easy peasy. It's really easy to carry a good product, actually. Hard part is getting that message across, especially when everybody else is carrying a good product. I could go on and on about marketing and branding and stuff all day, though. It's really interesting to me. 2%, the carbon 2%. Holy crap, customers love it. Dude, it's got such a good color to it. It's like, it's just like a nice tinted color. Sometimes when you get into the really dark shades, they like skew one way or another because they added so much into it. No, this stuff looked great. Yeah, we did that on stream. And it's not something that I just advertise. So I had tinted one of their previous vehicles, and then at some point they had another layer put over it, and so they actually really just liked double 5. And I'm like, hang on. You like double 5? I got a 2%. And yeah, they were stoked with it. Which is great, because I didn't want to put 2 layers of one film on there. I want to put 1 layer of a darker film. Oh, but somebody a little earlier asked how many cars can you do in a day? Not as many as what I used to. I just don't push myself that hard. So, comfortable day for me, I'd schedule like 3 cars. But doing so much media and stuff now, I pretty much schedule 1 or 2 cars in a day, and then that way we can shoot stuff alongside of doing the cars. There's even a live stream from the glass shop on my channel. It was a busy friggin' day. I don't remember how many cars. But there was at least, 2-3 sets of front doors. I think it was like 4 cars that were sides and rear. And then there had to have been a windshield or 2 thrown in there. It was a busy day. That's what a lot of my days used to look like. It was just nonstop. They would load up my schedule, do a bunch of cars, pack up, go home, go back, do it all again. Which tint brand do you think is the best that is accessible online? There's a lot more that are accessible online than used to be. So GeoShield, you can actually get 313tint.com. 313tint.com. There it is. Sun Distributing. They have their Helios lineup, which is a good film. And some of them are just like, you just make an account with them. They don't have a lot of restrictions on it. They have some barrier to it. But those companies aren't going to have territories. They're not going to have purchasing minimums. And they have good branding to go alongside it. You're still going to be able to, like, you can contact SolarGuard. I don't know if they have minimums. Suntech and Lumar are not hard to get, but they do have, you know, like yearly minimums they want to see you order. It's just some of the more protected brands, I guess. They're just a different type of company. So a big reason why I haven't even moved in that direction at all was because of the channel and talking with everybody. It gets really frustrating to like to leave gates on everything. So when somebody is like, hey, I like your channel, what film are you using? I want to try that out. And then I have to go, oh, sorry, it's blocked by a territory. You can't use it unless you're a bigger shop. I never liked that. There's always small differences with little film differences. So, I mean, if this was the other way around and I was using Lumar, and then people start picking up Geo, and you all have, like, hey, this looks way stickier than what you're installing, I wouldn't have an answer for you. So I use what I use, and other people can get it. But you are also free and clear to pick up whatever film or company. Just get something that you like. Because whatever you like, your customers are going to like. You're going to be the most critical. Get some different stuff. Try it out. See what you're leaning towards. Everybody's got little preferences. I really liked what Geo did when they came out with the C2, which is why I ended up going with them. Because I was coming from a world of some films let me down. And then we were using Avery Dennison at the time. But the Avery Dennison NR was what we liked the best. They didn't have a good upgrade path at the time. I don't know what they have now, but at the time they had NR Pro, which was a dyed carbon, which doesn't make sense. And they didn't have a good ceramic. So when I opened up my studio at home, I was like, I want a nice upgrade path. And I also wanted a film that I could trust. And I knew about Pro Classic. I knew about Pro Nano. And C2 was that perfect in-between. I've been using that lineup ever since. They've come out with some other films. I still really like these three. Now, Apex definitely has my attention. So I'm excited to see the upcoming iteration of the 35, 20, and 5 that they got coming out for Ultra. That'll be cool. That'll be a nice improvement. I have 50% on the Blazer. We actually just picked up an Explorer yesterday, so that's gonna have to be tinted here next week. We're probably just gonna do 35 on the sides, 50 on the windshield, just like the Blazer. Oh, yeah, we can try this one, right? Yeah, that's fine. Let's try this one. Five percent, 5%. What year? It's a new one. It's a new XLT. It's not loaded out. Dude, buying vehicles right now is crazy. What we wanted was another Sienna van. This is like a solid in-between choice until we can get a minivan back. Interest rates are crazy. They're still planning out of stock for minivans, and I know as soon as I get one, we'd be spending probably $200 over what we paid on the last one. So we got the dark gray one, and my only addition to it was the sport package, which added just some cool trim features. Like, that's it. I'm surprised how many things Ford does on the XLT that is like, oh, well, minus the like cool white and black theme, which I always like, that would require me jumping up another like $6 or $7 grand on it, or going all the way to like an ST. Nope, XLT's got everything that we were looking for. Got the important things like blind spot indicators, all-wheel drive, remote start. Their keys are so good. They have the best remote start off a factory system out of anybody that I've driven yet. Their key range is so good, and it's a two-way. I was telling my wife this yesterday. I'm like genuinely impressed with Ford on the practical features that they always give. I was able to go through my settings and extend my remote start time. Toyota is like 10 minutes max. All the doors have to be closed. All the doors have to be locked. And as soon as you open one door, the remote start shuts off. It drove me crazy. GM's still pretty good. I can remote start them with the doors open. It'll let me lock the door. It'll let me open the door. It doesn't care. I had a bad experience with an F-150 engine, so I don't trust their engines. Yeah, I could understand that. That's why I always lean towards new. I just try and minimize as many problems. So we're leasing this one for 3 years. It's not a vehicle that I'm like die hard in love with that I wanted to buy. It's like, this is a solid family 3-year lease choice. That's what that is. While the market is still crazy, inventory's coming back. It's not quite there. So like the minivan, that was something that I wanted to buy and keep long term. But when we were moving into our house, they're like, you got to take that off your credit. And I'm like, oh no. So then we had to get rid of that. And then I was just like, oh, we'll just buy another one after the fact. It'll be fine. And then interest rates went. So at the time, we were already paying a lot on a van, and we probably would have had to pay, I'm guessing, like $1,000. I don't think you're getting one for like under $1,000 right now. New grill, full camo wrap. Nobody can see it. It's got the camo wrap. It's hidden on the road. But yeah, it definitely doesn't have as much space as our van did. I'm like, minivans. When you're a family dude, oh my god. When you're just 100% practical, minivans are awesome. That Sienna had all-wheel drive. It was a hybrid, so it was good on gas. You could fit so much stuff in it. You could put the seats back, like the rear seats back, and create a lot more room. So we like road trip down to see some family with that thing before we sold it. God, it was great. It was so nice to travel in. This will still be great. It's just not quite as flexible as that one was. More SUV-ish, which is what it is, but it's a solid choice. That was why I got my other one too. It was like my work truck. Without spending as much on a full-size SUV, Explorer hits that sweet spot of having a ton of space, decent enough styling, and a whole bunch of practicality. That was a great work truck. Have you seen National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration request side laminated glass on all cars? Is that on front and rear? Really? Like all the side glass is now going to be laminated? No, I didn't see that. I'm sure automakers rolled their eyes really hard when they heard that one. They'll do it on like some front doors for sound. Some nicer cars will have it. But no, I didn't see that. All side glass, front and rear, like the windshield? Yeah. So the only tempered one will be the back glass until they go, no, it should be the back glass too. And then a lot of tinters will freak out. I'm new to tinting, and this guy requested the tint to be on the outside of the car. Maybe he's a drug runner. Maybe they're just doing a temporary thing. Is it the same process? You know, I've never tinted the outside of the glass. There really is no process to it. It's not made for the outside. It's going to get scratched up. So, I mean, give him some disclaimers and then just do what you can. If he wants to nitpick dirt, no. It's not made for the outside. So, either it's a temporary application or he's legitimately crazy. Model 3 front and side glass is already laminated for sound. Yeah, a lot of vehicles are. I mean, a lot of F-150s. I can't tell you how many cars that I pull in that have laminated front glass for sound. So it's not uncommon. And some rear glasses as well, but they're just going to be more expensive. Yeah, temporary solution, lease or rentals, makes sense. But yeah, if somebody's requesting that, like, it's okay to, like, that's not how it's done. I could do it. I'm just not going to stand behind it long term because it's going to fade faster, has the potential to fade faster. It's going to get weathered. That's the biggest problem, is it's going to get all scratched up and weathered. You take it through a car wash and you get all those bristles going past it. Oh, yeah, and something's eventually going to grab it and rip it off the windows. So you could definitely do it, but leave all those disclaimers. No warranty, just that is what it is. Unless it's like Clearplex. Yeah, but that's not going to be something anybody is requesting. I mean that, like, the average person is not going to go, oh yeah, I was talking about that exterior security film stuff without specifying that's what it is. Hello, Tint Studio, how can I help you? Good, how are you? Yeah, sure. What kind of vehicle? Okay. Did you want to do everything with the windshield or without? You want to do what on the windshield? Oh, yeah, like a visor strip? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem. So we've got a couple of different film options. So the price varies based on the material that you pick, not the shade. The biggest difference between all of them is going to be added heat rejection. So this time of year, it's not going to matter as much, but come spring or summertime, they're going to help keep the car cooler. So starting on that for all the sides and the rear will be $290. With the carbon, it'll be $350. With the ceramic, that's the highest end film that I carry, that'll be $450. To add a windshield strip across the board, it'll be $60. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They're all going to be good. They're all going to have lifetime warranties. The biggest difference is really going to be the heat rejection, yeah. Yeah, I totally understand. That's why I still carry it. So altogether with the windshield strip on that, you'd be $310. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry, $290 plus so you'd be $350. Yep, $350 with the strip. Yeah, that's the best I can do on it. No, the earliest I could get you in would be 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Uh-huh. Yes. Well, we could definitely plan ahead for another Saturday. It's just really hard to get in calling same day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I couldn't get to it today. No, if I did, I would definitely get you in today. I just don't. All right, have a good one. Okay, no problem. Saturdays are our most popular day, so they tend to book up in advance, so that's just the tricky part about Saturday. All right, you have a good one. Bye. I knew there was going to be a problem there. Do you know what the problem was? problem was that he started out with calling me buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I'm good, pal. Thanks for asking. It's the tax time? Dude, I had so many calls yesterday. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's definitely happening. All the excuses, though, are really funny for Saturday. There isn't anything... Okay, there probably are things that I haven't heard, because every once in a while it's like, whoa, I never thought of that one. But for the most part, all the regular excuses are, oh, I work, I'm really busy. It's just Saturday. If you're going to call at 1 o'clock on a Saturday and go, oh, you just don't have any availability, it's like, bro, my hours are like till 5 o'clock. That's like what I list as my hours. No, I don't. Sorry, not sorry. I can't help that one. Just like the other guy earlier at 11. Like, that happens so much. People are just waking up, and they're like, oh, I should get my car tinted today. Oh, I'll just call around and I'll find a place. They're not my customers. Time and time again, if somebody can't leave a deposit, book a day in advance, they come with so many other issues. I can't even explain all of them. I even told somebody this week they could bring it on in. So this guy had called 4 times now, scheduling an appointment. Oh, God, drips. See, now I got drips. He called 4 times, scheduling an appointment. Every time, he couldn't leave a deposit. It was just like, oh, yeah, something happened, and could we schedule for this other day? Yeah, no problem. Leave a deposit. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, for sure. No deposit. And then earlier this week, we were filming some videos, and I was going to be here regardless, so it was fine. That's why I said yes. Man. Blah, 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 blah. Is there any way I could, come in there today? Because I have, today off. It would work perfect. I can come right down. I'll be there in 30 minutes. You know what? That's fine. No problem. An hour goes by. Hey, man. I'm just stuck in traffic. I hope that's not a problem. No problem. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. We're still shooting videos. He then calls, he's like, all right. I got it on my map. I'm 30 minutes away. And it's like, yeah, because you didn't actually leave yet. He calls me back 30 minutes later. Man, my ride bailed on me. Could I book Saturday? Sure, no problem. This is that Saturday. This is not his car. This is somebody else. He hasn't called back. Makes you wonder how people even get through day-to-day life responsibilities. Oh, I know it. When push comes to shove, they will do the bare minimum to get there because they have to. They have no choice. Other than that, it's fucking day-to-day, no planning. Everything's whatever. And in some areas, oh yeah, button. In some areas, that's a lot of your customers. Like if you just really low on pricing, you attract so much more of that. Soon as I started taking deposits, I had less appointments in my book, but I had so much less frustration too. And I've had one person, maybe two, not actually show up. This has been going on for the past, like, whenever I said I'm taking deposits. Oh, that's going all the way back to, like, when I was in the garage before I was in the shop. Everybody else shows up. I'm in New Orleans. My shop gets this all the time. It's annoying. Yeah, I like to talk about this because I know exactly now what is going on. You're giving, like, and we were a mobile company. So we had ears in multiple shops because we would tint at those shops. They would call one of our accounts, book an appointment. They would ask for pricing and everything, have an appointment. We'd have them on the schedule. And then 20 minutes later, the same car would book at another one of our accounts. Then 20 minutes later, they would book at another one of our accounts. And the guys were like, how do you know it's blah, 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 blah? It's like, oh, yeah, they've already booked 3 times. We don't know where they're going to show up. What they're doing is it's free to schedule. It's free to schedule and waste your time because there's no barriers in place. Not everybody wants to offend you or say, oh, that's too expensive because they don't want to sound cheap. They'll just say, oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll schedule. Oh, I should put this on the back. All right, let me do that first because I'm using a 40-inch roll. It's too long. I should have a shorter one. So they're just yes people. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I'll schedule. Yes, that's fine. Put me in for Saturday. Okay, great. And then they immediately start calling another place because you were not the best price and you were not their first option. And they're going to try and find something sooner and cheaper. And you have to, honestly, raise prices and stand out in that area. Because you're just allowing people to waste your time. I mean, if they were seriously coming into your shop, why would anybody complain about leaving a deposit? Now, make that deposit easy for them to leave. Don't make them come all the way to your shop to leave a deposit. Send them a link to a scheduling program, have them fill out some information, leave a deposit, and that's it. Even if it's $20, they're not going to let that money go. They will get that money back. There you go. That's good. I'm a mobile detail and tint. I require 30% to book, no free refund on tint deposits due to plotter cutting before the appointment. Yep. That's great. Oh, I forgot. I should double cut these ones on this side. That's what I set it up for. This was a Friday scheduled appointment for Saturday. They had a deposit left within 10 minutes of the phone call. Like every time, I just say, this goes right towards the balance. This is just to confirm that you hold that spot. I don't need to know what film you're getting ahead of time. I don't need to know exactly what we're doing to your car, although that helps. you know, front doors versus like full car. So there's usually that much ironed out ahead of time. Everything else, sure. Want to go with the better film? Want to go with the cheaper film? I don't care. You're here. Let's do it. Hello, Tint Studio. How can I help you? Yeah, sure. What kind of vehicle?
2019 Malibu.
A 19 Malibu. Did you want to do the full windshield with that?
No, not the windshield, just the back and the two. The back, just everywhere but the windshield.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. We do that all the time. I've got a couple of different options to pick from. Each film choice is going to be a high-quality lifetime warranty film. The better films help block more heat out of the vehicle. Starting on that car would be $290 for my entry level, $350 for my carbon, and $450 for the ceramic.
Lifetime warranty?
Yes, lifetime warranty on all of them.
Okay. Does it? Am I able to pick the receipt and still that price?
Yes. Each one of the shades is available in all the different films. So that you could pick limo in my entry level film. You could pick 20% in my higher film. It's all going to be based on the film type.
Okay, I'm gonna just come up there. Around the corner.
Yeah, like I could talk to you about the different film and prices. I can't get you in today though. The earliest I could get you in would be Tuesday.
Okay.
Is it? I fucking knew it. Bro didn't even say goodbye. He just hung up. He wants it now. I need it now. I'ma just come up there. You're right around the corner. What scheduling program? I have a booking calendar on Wix. So Wix is what my business site is built on. I want to improve it though, so I have a deposit page. So essentially you go on I send you a link to that page. You fill out a little bit of information. You leave a deposit. And then what's nice is it puts you right on my calendar. So if you don't leave a deposit, I literally don't have you on my schedule. I don't need to take your name. I don't need to take down your phone number. I don't need to take down an email. I can keep working. I just pause a little bit to go, thanks for scheduling. Here is a link to that page. And then if they leave a deposit, they're on my schedule. If they don't leave a deposit, that's fine. I forget that they existed. Happens all the time. I just like it because it saves me time, and it's easy for them too. It's like I tried taking down emails. It's like, hang on, let me go get my book. Let me add you. What's your name? How do you spell it? I gotta just tint. But yeah, it's the season and the time of day right now. They woke up. It's Saturday. They got paid. It's time to get some tint. I should probably do that. Let me go see who can get in real quick. And as soon as a lot of people here schedule. Oh, that's not today. What the hell? I want to get it today. I do that same thing But I don't do it with services. Services are different. Services are like you have somebody working on whatever it is you're doing, has to be scheduled. In a lot of cases, unless it's like a haircut, which I need to get. God, I hate going for a haircut. Vinyl lettering. You can shrink right over stuff like this. It's fine. It's a little funny. Especially on something like this. It'd be easy. I don't like getting tangled. How much for the script? Are you booking out at all, or just day by day? It's a little spotty right now. I have some spots during the week. Weekends are booking up, and earlier in the week is booking up, but midweek is still kind of spotty. But it's tough for me because I like actually need content days. So I'm probably going to have to go back to scheduling content days. But we've been doing some really cool stuff on TikTok lately. So we just did a 3-video series that we were able to shoot inside of a day, and they were all reply videos. So it's based on like some of the most popular comments that I got on some previous videos. I almost thought I was like destroying my TikTok for a minute, but TikTok's actually kind of awesome. A good video is a good video. A bad video is a bad video. And they don't really care about your profile. At least I don't think they do. I just want to make, yeah, that should be right. So you took a little break from TikTok? Yeah, so first thing that I did on TikTok was 7 to like 12-second videos. Fast pace, voice, like I use the transcribe voice, which is actually a really nifty tool. And but what I struggle with is I always come back to like the teaching videos and stuff. So I just didn't think that was possible on a short form platform. Not in the same way. But after watching lots of TikTok videos and experimenting a little bit, we've done a really, really good job. We teach people things within like, I don't know, a minute to 3 minutes. It's kind of awesome. Like, we literally condensed the entire Walmart video down to like 55 seconds. It was so great. I was like, I don't even know if it's possible. Let's try it. And it's done like 3 million views. It's super cool. But not just like those meme things. It's like I've got actual like shrinking tutorials and stuff, and like you're learning concepts and whatnot, all on TikTok now. But what's really cool too is if it's under a minute, then we can post it as a YouTube short or we can post it as a YouTube short or a reel. So then instead of just being a TikTok, it can be posted everywhere. So Facebook Reel, share it to the group. YouTube Shorts is actually like my worst performing. YouTube like picks and choose what they want to boost. It's kind of like it's frustrating. I still don't understand YouTube. I understand TikTok way more than I understand YouTube. Facebook's kind of sitting in between. I think Facebook has a little bit of both. They pick and choose what they want to promote, and they're really trying to push Reels right now. So your Reels are likely to do better on Facebook. Instagram, I think it's I don't even try Instagram. Instagram is just a mess. I hate good videos that are a coin flip for serving them, and like I'm surprised. I think TikTok is the most fair platform right now. If it's a good video, they're going to show it. Is that a laundry cart? Yeah, so we got that one from IKEA. I just hang the stuff on it. We had baskets underneath it with like rags and stuff, so we just had a spare one that I brought over here a while ago. Last time I saw you, you had 13,000 followers. Now it's almost 39. Yeah, we're going to blitz through to 100 pretty quick here. It'll probably take another month. But here's the thing about TikTok. Exactly. You can get a million views on your first video if it's catchy. Yep. No followers. Yep. Followers don't matter on TikTok at all. It's a vanity number. That's all it is. I mean, it's same thing with like YouTube. And like it's nice to hit, and I'm always looking at that number too, like, yeah, but at the same time I have to constantly remind myself, is like, this number doesn't matter because the views are far outpacing your followers. A good video is a good video. The only thing TikTok doesn't want to show is like what people don't want to see. So largely if you start out with like looking at the camera and talking, then people just swipe next. Like everybody is looking at the camera and talking. You like if you're trying to show or teach or do something, like you need to be very clear about your message within the first half second. You can't take the time to explain something. And also, most people do not know what you know. So when I start out a video with, so today we're going to shrink a back window. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody cares. On to the next one. You have to show them why they should care. And the views are what pay on TikTok? Yeah, I gotta look into that. I am not getting paid from TikTok. Not a bit. You wanna know what's crazy right now? YouTube Reels is paying an absurd amount to creators right now. Like, when you're talking about short form anything, oh, okay, there you go. When you're talking about short form anything, there's just not as much money. So, like, you could get 1 million views on a YouTube short, and you probably make, like, I don't know, maybe a couple dollars. There's just not the same amount of money there. There's more watch time, there's more ads, there's more of everything in the longer format videos. Everybody is just like swiping through onto the next. Maybe there's a cool product that they see, so they click through the link and they buy it on impulse. But there isn't as much. I got like $211 in 1 month for 2 videos with a couple million views combined. On TikTok? Shut up. Maybe I should look into it. I was going to talk about Facebook Reels. They're paying $1 for every 2,500 views, 2,500 views. These past couple months, last month was $420. This month we're gonna hit the cap of 500 off of the videos within like the first couple weeks. It's cool. Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll look into it. I mean, leaving free money on the table is a bad thing. So I'll definitely, when I went to it, I don't know. I couldn't find it, and I got lost in settings. I looked for a while, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's set up as a business account too, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I was just trying to make good videos. More of that. No, that's super cool, man. That's awesome. I love seeing stuff like that because it's literally free money. If you're gonna post something on the platform, if it's gonna get viewers, any type of viewership, yeah, just enabling any type of monetization is a good move. All right, once I'm wrapped up with this, I'll do it. I'll look again. You guys can teach me. This, and then we gotta do the little quarters, and then we're good. You'll be able to find it if you want. Well, because they still haven't given me like a stream key. So I've always got my head in like somewhat in a lot of platforms. So for me, it's more figuring out all the other stuff. And then like my wife told me a few times, she's like, you really got to monetize Reels. And I was like, is that even worth it? And then like 2 months later, she shows me a screenshot of somebody that did like $2,500 off of Reels. And then we went to their profile, and it was literally just like, it was a personal profile. It was like driving through the mountains because that's where they lived. And I'm like, how? They do like 3 of them a day. And every once in a while, something takes off. And then they got $2,500 at the end of the month. And I was like, oh, I need to monetize Reels. Hang on a minute. I don't think that's going to last forever, but right now, it's like my profile is some type of, there's like view bonuses. So they're paying up to like $500 if you like hit the max. So that's a lot. That's a lot for short form. So I'm really interested about all right. I'll set it up. My account got banned. My first live stream was taken down. I wonder if that's why I still don't have any type of a stream key. Because I could stream from my desktop and also enable TikTok. That would be awesome. I got 2 rolls of carbon. How many cars will 50 feet cover? On a 36-inch roll, 50 feet will cover 4 cars, sides and rear, on average. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. Half of the suspensions didn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, there's too many people to appeal anything. And it's like, we have too many creators to care, so yeah, if you really care, you'll make another account and do it again. Sounds like Google support in the beginning. You know, people give YouTube so much crap. Everything about YouTube has improved. Like, this isn't even because of my channel size. Well, I'm sure there's like some sort of like whatever. If you have like no subscribers, then you probably can't immediately chat with somebody. But they have an actual chat support that I can message if I have issues. And I've used it, and it's worked. It's been great. They're super nice. But now YouTube is under new CEO. So I wonder what's going to change here. Hopefully nothing bad. Good. Good. Equinox. Oh, I know it. I love how Facebook is now charging verified accounts. Yep. Yep. They were looking for that excuse. I didn't think anybody else was going to do it, but it 100% makes sense. It's okay, so it's just like multiplayer online services for video game consoles. Nintendo does it, Xbox does it, PlayStation does it. They all do it because it's acceptable. I'm sure anyone with a verified account can afford the $8 to $10 a month or whatever. Yeah, so in like my case, I'm 100% gonna pay it. I have no choice. What they're basically saying is we're not gonna show what you're posting unless you're paying that. The nice part is that I just started making money from that platform, so it'll more than pay for itself. But the backside of that is there's so many people that just post to post that don't make money, and now it's like, hey, for the price of a Netflix subscription, now your posts will matter again. That is shitty. How much do you charge for this one? This one's $350 for all the sides and the rear. So that's a big bummer to see. You know, like my wife's account, friends and family, like they're not making money off of the platform. They're just on the platform because it's a social media thing. But now it's going to be, you know, nobody can compete with Facebook on what Facebook does. Oh God, why is this not? Nobody can compete with Facebook on what Facebook does. Nobody can compete with YouTube on what YouTube does. Nobody can compete on TikTok exactly the way TikTok does it. So like all these platforms now will just make a cool couple $1 million extra off of doing those little added things. They're gonna make far more money off of ads, but now they can at least like supplement some more stuff with good God, man. It just does not like that. Oh my God. Is there really? Oh, that's spoiler shit. Oh, there's a gap there. This is gonna come off easy. Alright, let me redo that one. There must be something down in that corner not causing it to stick, but I was a little shy anyway, so I guess we'll just knock it back out again. Ah, it's okay. It's more stream. What time is it? Is it 3 o'clock now? Oh, it's only 1. Usually whenever I check, it's like 3. Plot it. I would save time with where I'm at right now. The only problem with plotting it is I have a 40-inch roll. So I just don't want to deal with the big old size. I'll just cut it out. It's fine. We'll spend some more time together. I should have a smaller roll, but I don't. Maybe it's the 6 ounces of slip that I'm using. Or put 35. You can't do that. Then it's not going to be the same. You get that 5% difference. They'll know. They're gonna know. I gotta double check on my Explorer. Even the quarter window on my Explorer was different than the roll down. No one's gonna know, right? Oh, okay. Ugh. I think the part that really kills me is like it's on a 40. I've only installed 40% a handful of times last year. It's not even on my display boards. It's only when we're talking more about shade and they're looking at the 20 and they start saying like, oh, I wish it was just a little bit darker. That type of stuff. And I'm like, I got something that's a little darker if you want it. We gotta drag the Ultima back over here today. It is gonna be a new permanent fixture here. The class car is no longer gonna be my daily driver into the shop. I've been going all last year, not every day, but most days. I've been driving that Ultima in. Thing's got an exhaust leak. It's been through so many classes. It makes a rattling sound when you drive it. That has been my car. Did you trade anything in? No, we only had the Blazer and the Ultima, so the Ultima, that's the class car. So we just, we didn't have any trade-in. The funniest part is, like, I would leave the heater off a lot of the time too, because that's what makes you smell like exhaust. Yeah, we were just being patient with it. I mean, we had a long trip to the Philippines. I was waiting for inventory to come back in and starting to see like some better specials. It would have been a pretty rough mistake. I think we still probably bought it early. Do you have a furry steering wheel on the Ultima? No, but I guess I should get one now. You're totally right. I also need like a can of mace on my keys with like a pink container. That is also something, and maybe some big bedangles. I don't have any of that. but I should get it now. You want to know a funny quirk about the Ultima that I have? You don't need a key to start it. You just push the button and it starts. It just starts. And there's something broken with the driver's door lock. So it doesn't lock unless you use the key, like actually turn the key in the door. And it starts without the key. And I bought it off a marketplace. And it makes you wonder, maybe this was stolen. But I have a title, and it's in my name now. So it's like, if it was stolen, it's not stolen anymore. It's great. It's a it's a perfect class car, because then we don't have to hunt down the key to try and start it or worry about them getting locked in. It's bonus. Where's the key? You don't need it. Close all the doors. All right, it's not locked. It has an unfortunate leak in the tire that I gotta fix, but it's that type of leak that will go over like 4 or 5 days. So it's just enough for me to not go out of my way to get it fixed and just pump it back up. I was just gonna rent cars for the class. And then rentals skyrocketed too. Rentals went from like $30 to $50 a day to $100 a day around here. So that's why I bought the car for the class. It's like, wow, if I go through a handful of classes, I'm just wasting money now. I couldn't believe that, like, so after taxes and everything, you're like $350, $400 on a rental. Yeah, that too. Less liability. Yeah, so all the water and stuff, bringing a vehicle back, and then if there's damages on it or it gets in an accident on the way back or any of that stuff, like Ultima, I don't care. Oh yeah, I had one of the students backed into it driving out of the garage. I just felt bad for his car. He tore the emblem off of it. And I'm like, I don't care. It's fine. I feel bad about your car. Looked like it was in far better shape than this one. Damn. But yeah, on a rental, they would have looked at that and been like, yeah, you got to get that fixed now. I forgot about that. Old man. I am old now. Yes, family is actually doing really well. My son is driving us crazy, but he's also really funny at the same time. He's very vocal. Likes running around, bouncing off of stuff, and then immediately spiraling into a whiny baby about certain things. And he will hurt himself doing it. You know, like he'll just like fling himself backwards and you have to catch him or else like, oh, it's your fault, I hurt myself. He's speaking toddler sentences. He knows the alphabet. He knows colors. He knows songs. Just all a little blabby. He loves animals. I'm sure every kid does, but he like, oh yeah. Anywhere there's animals, horse, dog, cat, iguana. He knows what an iguana is. Do you have a dog now? No, no dog. He is the dog. A dog would be too much. I don't know how people have so many kids, because one kid will wear you out. Lots of kids. I don't know how my parents did it. And then you look back and you're like, wow, I drove my parents crazy. Okay, we'll take this back off again. I'll feel better. I'll feel better about this one. Anthony, what's up? Did I hang it back up? I did. All right, we'll go get the towel again. One more time. On the easiest hatch window ever made. You didn't hear the... What? I didn't what with the edges? You know what I'm going to do? Wow, that was like opposite of what I was going to do. Oh, I didn't shrink the corners with the tape? No, I don't think it was that. I think if anything, okay, like kind of. So like it was heated in a way that basically wasn't completely molded to where the glass was. So yeah, it was probably a little more heated on the edge, causing it to like be a little curled back. I think that was part of it. And there is like 100% something on the doors, like the door paneling and stuff, that is just a little bit more hydrophobic. So it's possible all that was in the corner, and then I just didn't clean that corner very thoroughly, so it just popped back. It's just kind of a mix of a couple things. Not really trying to make any excuses for it. But it also was not completely over that dotted edge. So then water sits in there, and as soon as I saw there was like a little gap there, I'm like, oh, that's a hacky move right there. I always gotta remind myself. I gotta remind myself to actually like put my head under and double check all my edges. Cause you look at it from this angle and you see like a black line. And you're like, yeah, my edges, they're all covered, no problem. And then you like tuck your head under there and you're like, oh, there's a little gap there. And this is 40% going over the rear, so it's just, I had plenty of film. I just put it a little higher up. So let's make sure we stick our head under there, because you're just looking at darkness there. Darkness. Ugh. Look around. Look at the spoiler. Look here. Oh yeah, redoing rear windshields aren't fun, especially when they're like the easiest hatch window around. It's just out of a couple quirky little things like, yep, I should have made sure it was farther. It's my bad. Whoops. We'll make it right. Did any of you guys see Clarkston's Farm? The, like, Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. He's got a series on Amazon. Oh, it's awesome. You guys want to see the farming business, which doesn't sound exciting. Oh, it's way exciting. And frustrating. It's so frustrating. There's so much red tape. Oh yeah, it could be in part from the 6 ounces I have in my spray bottle. I don't know. We'll push it to the limits. Good. Farms are practically government run, not private, or farms are practically government run, privately operated, so many regulations. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, so everything that they want to do has so many restrictions and 500 million hoops that you got to jump through, and you have people making decisions that have too much time on their hands. So there's just so many no's. And it's not like doing anything crazy. There's one that was part of the show was literally like, hey, we want to make a small road going in our own property from this barn to like this barn. They said no. And on top of it, they were getting a government subsidy, and then they stopped doing all the subsidies. So now all the farms are just not making any money anymore. Pretty much. But yeah, it was really, really cool show. I always like seeing other businesses and how stuff runs, and that is one that I've never had an interest in. Definitely don't have an interest in it now, but it was highly educational. Then you see all the work that goes into everything too. Alrighty, dudes. Well, we're better on this one now. Good. Let's make sure we got the keys. We'll close this up. We will check it out. Very nice. What percent? 15. This lighting, as soon as I pull it out, back it up from under this, it lightens up a little bit. But you can definitely see silhouettes and stuff. It's a 15% look all the way around. Looks nice. Looks really, really nice. Matched really well. Yeah, they had a 20, like metered at 22 on the rear, 40 over that, 15 on the front. Matchy, matchy. All right, let me see if I can make money off of TikTok. Where's my TikTok device? Canon. One of these days I'll remember to adjust this headset too. Let's turn that off. Turn this off. Okay, what do I gotta do for TikTok? Let's go TikTok. Oh my goodness. I can show it. No. Stop. All right, let's All right, so these are all my TikToks that I've posted lately. These were all my short ones, like 7 seconds long, TikTok voice. And these, I had a lot of fun making these. But going in more of like what I do on the channel, this was a little bit more experimenty right here. So I took my tool videos and that are on my website and I posted them and they did okay. But then I posted the Sharpie. So I clipped the Sharpie out of a YouTube video and that ended up doing like, at the time, 30,000 views, which was like, ooh, there's an audience for this. So then I did a couple more. This one was just, I thought would do well, 2% being unusual. And they did okay, but then we actually took the time to film stuff for short form. So this one here, this teaches you about the 3 back window tools that I use. That's almost got 1 million views now. This one is kind of about the shank in a way. It was really about 3 door window tools that I use. It did okay in comparison. And then we talked about fingers in the doors. We talked about fingers on the back window. That one blew up. That one did 6 million. And then we went back to just a shrinking tutorial, lower view count. You can see 5.2 on the Walmart one, 500,000 on the windshield one I just did. And then these ones we made in a day, these were all reply videos to people. So I was doing a lot of experimenting and kind of like narrowing down the types of videos that we're gonna make. We're gonna be doing a lot more reply videos to comments because there's just a lot of really good, there's a lot of really good information and questions that I'm getting from people. So like, you know, I teach how to shrink an entire back window and they're like, which side does the window tint have to be facing, bro? And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I can make a video about that. And then it just kind of like branches out. All right. So whenever you're ready, under settings. So we'll go to settings. So whenever you're creator, under settings, you'll see creator portal. There's creator tools. Business, I have creator tools, business suite, and settings and privacy. Settings and privacy, probably not. Creator tools, creator portal, there it is. Oh. I don't see that. I see analytics, creator portal, promotes, Q&A, playlists. Creator portal. I don't see creator fund. That's probably why I've always gotten hung up, is because the handful of times that I've looked, I don't see anything. It's a business account too, so maybe that's it. I can pay to promote my TikToks. Creator tools. Yeah, right after creator tools, it says live, or there's general, live, creator next, live gifts. There's nothing about monetization here. All right, we're gonna look up a video, and we're gonna go to YouTube. How to monetize TikTok account.
TikTok. Love it or hate it, it's making big waves, and it's getting...
Reminds me of my early videos. How I started on TikTok. Nobody was serious before. Earning money. How does TikTok pay creators? When was this made? 2 years ago? That's old. $100,000. You look like somebody that's got 100,000. Intro. Sponsorships. Talent demonstrations. Keep exclusive content. Live workshops. Affiliate partnerships. Oh my God, I don't need strategies. I need the most basic tutorial. How to monetize TikTok in 2023. How many followers do you need to make money? What are some ways to start making money? How do you grow on TikTok? How do you work with brands on TikTok? See, this is... How to turn on monetization on TikTok. How to by U.S. Chamber of Commerce. What? You can see why I got distracted from this, because what the fuck? Literally the simplest. I'm just looking for a setting to turn it on. Monetize on TikTok. Support TikTok. Become an advertiser. TikTok monetize. TikTok Creator Fund. Who is eligible? How do I apply? Tap if you're over the age. Creator Fund. Profile. Tap the menu. Tap Creator Tools. To switch to a personal account. So you have to be a personal account to do it then. That's why it's never. Oh my God. Why? I hate this kind of stuff. Tap profile. All right, we're going to switch back. Switch back to personal account. Tap profile at the menu. Settings and privacy. Manage account. No wonder I got so hung up on this stuff. Tap settings and privacy. Manage account. Ugh. Switch to personal account. Switch anyways. Switch to personal account. It's literally the click of a button. Oh, I'm so mad now. Creator. Oh, now it's there. Creator Fund. Check. By continuing, you acknowledge that TikTok will know even more about you than you ever cared to know. I am at least 18 years or older. I gotta scroll way back. Yeah, the point of being a business is so I can click to promote. But I just switched to it because at the time I was doing it for the business and it was a new feature. And so it's one of those things where new feature, new everything. Oh, you have to upload your driver's license. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. Back of driver's license. Let's go straight to the CCP. We will notify you with an email soon. See, joke's on them. I already had a picture of my driver's license because I did the application for the Explorer. So, easy peasy. I already had it. Maybe, oh my God. Hang on, I gotta, live. If I have more, oh no, I don't. I'm gonna check that. Let me see here. So let's go to Live Studio? What is it? Live Center or Live Studio? Shut up. You can find more official updates. Live Center. Go live. Free download to Windows. Shut the... Oh, I'm so pissed. And happy. I couldn't even access this because I was a business account. I was trying to go live on desktop for friggin' ever. If everything is good after 30 days of payout, so that's pretty typical. But they at least have my driver's license, so whether or not I get approved or not, they win. They'll pay March's views at the end of 30 days. Yeah, that's what YouTube does that, Facebook does that. They all, like, both of those pay out on, like, the 21st. Let's check this Live Studio business out. God, and they got Windows software. Now they have access to my computer. Let's go. Log into begin. All right. Oh, wait. Is it? Yeah, I would have never thought there'd be less features. I thought it was really like they categorize you as a business. You still could do creator fund and other stuff. Import from another tool. Set up now. Cool. Wow, I have their desktop software now. Okay. I'll have to check that out because I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I did want to try to go live on TikTok the same time as I'm doing like the YouTube ones. I think that'd be awesome. But I don't know if, what's it called? It's called TikTok Live Studio. I don't know if they give me a stream key on this. Somebody just made another program for streaming to TikTok as long as you have a stream key. Let's just set up now. So microphone, I'm sure I can change this. Cam link, oh, no. This would be game capture, no. Oh, OBS virtual, oh, cam link. Yeah, let's just try that one for now. All right, we'll just do game capture. Oh wait, no, we'll skip for now. Resolution, FPS, bitrate, audio encoder, stream latency. Next, portrait, finish. Not now. Got it. You can apply for the 7-day trial access again. To renew access, you need to meet the requirements such as going live for more than 25 minutes at least 2 times. Not now. I wonder if they give me, this is what this looks like. I wonder if they give me any type of like stream key. Yeah, 2 times. Looks like this is a direct feed. I don't get a stream key off of this. That's kind of a bummer. Makes sense because it's running natively. But actually, I don't think I need one. I'll play around with this. This is cool. So I'll be able to add and change like so I could add my GoPro to this. I could just do widescreen and literally have the same thing. The only difference is I'm probably not going to have comment settings. I'm probably not going to have any type of text to speech because why would they? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try this next time. Next time I go live, I'll do this. Wow, thanks for that though. Because if I didn't dive back into it, I wouldn't have found Creator Fund. But yeah, like I just kind of figured it was a feature they didn't enable for my account, and I never really cared that much. We've reviewed your request and successfully verified your age. So I think I am approved. Creator Fund. Select your tax type, individual or entity. So I could do this directly to my business if I want. Your audio seems far away. I'll close that. Maybe that is conflicting. Dang, they're getting so much personal information now. It's kind of incredible. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't do anything else other than open a different app. Maybe the CCP is listening. What? Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's definitely screwy. All right, we're on a different mic now. I got tricks, man. So we'll just do this. Aw, look at that. They got this like thank you here for your W9. Look at that guy. He's so, thanks, man. Okay. Enable Creator Fund. Congratulations! Yay! Balance $0. Now I'm upset. All those views. Damn. All right, we're good now. But we figured out 2 things today. So thank you. I know it'll start from now. Damn it. That's why I'm upset. I'll just post another viral video. No problem. No, we're going to do a lot of, I just got to like be patient for a week. Oh, thanks for the order. Wow, we really got to change that because I cannot read that at all. They must have made an update to the app that I used for it. Why does it keep popping up? Is there an added cost to do a sun strip on top of a windshield? Example, 35 windshield and 5% strip. Yep. You want to do, because you want to do the full windshield, and then you want to put a strip over it. So those are like the same, two different jobs, just stacked on top of each other. So yeah, there'd be the cost of both. How much do you charge for this one? We did carbon on the sides and the rear. It was $350. Anyone with a verified account can afford the $8-10. Oh, whoa. What the heck? Why did it get... Whoa, it like scrolled way up my chat. I was answering old questions. What's up, catted? Yes, it's always pre-recorded. Or triple windshield. I've got some good ideas just for TikTok-y type videos, but what I've been really happy about is the types of videos that we've been posting that are actually explaining problems, how to fix them, tools that you can use. I didn't think there would be as much of an audience for it, but they are doing incredibly well on the platform. So we're gonna be doing a lot more direct replies to people because if you sift through the comments, there's so many just, which way do you have the film flipped? I had problems with it creasing. God, any video that I go to, I get like 10 video ideas that I can immediately make. Like, can you explain the dryer sheet? Can you explain what you mean when you say don't shrink out the sides? All of those, like wet shrinking versus dry shrinking. All of those. We did 3 in one day. It was pretty great. Video showing how anything is done that isn't common does well. Yeah, but the key is to explain why you do it. And you got to do it in a TikTok-y way. If you get a good live audience, people will be throwing out gifts like crazy. I don't know how the GoPro thing is going to work on there. That'll be interesting. We'll see. I'll set it up so we can do the GoPro, and I'll either do a live stream directly off of that and only try TikTok, or I don't know. Well, I'm curious to see what happens if I do the exact same thing that I do on YouTube on TikTok Live. I've never been able to do it because I have to use the phone, but if I had a personal account, then it was enabled. So dumb. So dumb. Oh, yeah. Everybody begging for the gifts and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's their business, is making money off the views. I mean, it's hard. Most people look at it creative first, or like money first, and just, what do I got to do to make money on the platform? But all the really successful creators on the platforms, okay, I can't generalize that much. You shouldn't have any type of income stream 100% reliant at all on just the monetization, because that changes so quick. The creator fund will be one way, and then all of a sudden they'll have so many creators, and they'll just be like, yeah, we're just not going to pay as much. Sorry. Do you have to have 500 subs to go live on YouTube? No. You should be able to just have a verified account, unless it's been changed again. You can create a new account, and it was like verify your account through like a phone number, and then wait 24 hours or something, and you can go live. Through a GoPro, going directly live off of a GoPro, there's like some weird restriction there. I don't know why. You now need 50 subs to go live? Well, that's kind of a bummer. It's really to filter out spam. Do we have Avery? We should. Did I miss the live? Yes. Does a 20-inch roll fit on a Cadillac? Not the new models, but the older ones, yes. You should be fine. 24 to be on the safe side, though. Yeah, we got the Avery pouch, unless it's, again, another thing is out of stock without me realizing it. No, it's still there. Yep, we got them. We got a bunch of people coming to classes. I need more. We have 9 people coming to the class. My older brother's gonna be helping out. It's gonna be fun. One more spot left. You can go live from your computer, but not through an app on your phone or iPad. Oh, okay. That's better anyways, because if you're gonna live stream to YouTube, it's good to do it off a computer. Did you see Roberta's classes out in California? Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know her, but that's cool that there's more classes popping up. What was I gonna look up? Stream elements. We gotta shout out some super chats. Yeah, it was like with Solar Guard or something. That's very, very cool. Not everybody wants to come to Detroit. I should be in Florida. I should be in Florida or California. I don't want to live there, but there's way more people there for classes and stuff. But I'm surprised. Most people that are coming to the class this time are mostly from Michigan. All right, so big thanks to all the supers today. RGC, Top Tint Service, Alex Gomez, Burner, and Burner. And also thank you for making me look at TikTok again, because monetization, screw business accounts, and now we'll be able to go live. If I take your shop, do I get keys to your shop as well? Yeah, you actually get the shop as part of the class. It's free shop, and then I gotta go elsewhere and find a new shop. Dang. I'm sad. I don't even have a video to post yet, but I was going to, so like my last video, it was this, where I'm shrinking a finger out the side, and I go through that quick explanation of like why you can't do that. That video did 300,000 views. So then you get questions like, I'm pretty sure you've been asked 1,000 times, but what brand of tint do you use? Quality, thickness, that's a video. I am trying to tint my front doors on dry, but it's sticking on the glass. Can you please tell me why? Does anybody tint dry? No. Somebody has a question about it. Does that make a good video? Yes, 100%. Awesome. Would I have thought of that? Nope, not at all. We'll make a why you have to tint wet. Where's the best place to get film from? What happens if you have fingers pushing towards the sides? Thank you. I appreciate the videos. Are you serious? Damn it. What happens if the side doesn't want to stick? That's another video. Except the Model 3 back window, you have to shrink the sides. That's an explanation for Model 3s. Cool. What makes it look textured on the inside? That probably has to do with drying. This is why I will not do the windshield. Okay. Cool. Yep. I've got about 4 video ideas from those comments, which is awesome. So I got a lot of work to do. But that is what's so cool about it. It's like a self-feeding machine. Because it can be, I can like struggle for days to come up with a video idea on like, well, I've done a door window, I've done a back window, and then all of a sudden you realize there's all these pieces that people are missing, and you're just like, oh, you want, what? Oh, okay, yeah, that's a TikTok video. Absolutely, I can make a minute explanation of that. Let's go. So this will be fun. I'm excited for this week. Got a lot of videos to make. So whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, you'll see it pop up in the group. And if it's under a minute, it'll probably pop up as a YouTube short as well, because I can post them everywhere. It's nice. But YouTube is annoying for shorts right now, but that's another thing. All right, I'm gonna take off there, though. I got couple other little things to do. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for helping me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.